So guys, it is time for the college football playoff here in our App State Dynasty. We are the number one seed at a 13-0 this year. Just an incredible season for us in general. And we're going to get the bye in the first round of this playoffs. But looking at the schedule ahead, we have UCLA versus Purdue, Utah versus Washington. Winner of that last game will play against Florida. Then on the other side, looks like Georgia has a bye. They'll be playing the winner of Notre Dame versus Miami of Ohio. Interestingly, how they made it there. And then Penn State has a bye as the 3 seed, and they will be playing either the winner of Ohio State and Toledo. So after simulating the first round of the college football playoff, looks like Purdue beat UCLA 33-21. Utah versus Washington ended with Utah getting the win 49-42. Utah is just going off this year. And then on the other side of the bracket, looks like Notre Dame completely stomped Miami of Ohio 31-7, and they'll move on to play Georgia. And then Ohio State versus Toledo was Ohio State, which we were assuming anyway. And they won 42-24, and they'll play against Penn State. So it looks like some interesting matchups on that other side of the playoff. This is just going to be an interesting matchup for App State versus Purdue. I don't think we've ever played Purdue before, so it's going to be interesting to see what they're like. And especially also if Utah ends up beating Florida, that would be another team that we just have not played against yet. So that would be kind of super cool. And then honestly, I kind of hope that we play against either Ohio State or Penn State, because I feel like we haven't really played against either of them as well. But it would be kind of ironic to play against Georgia again if they were to win out the rest of that side of the playoff to get a rematch of last year's college football playoff when we beat them to secure our first ever championship. But we'll just have to see how this one goes. Wow, this Purdue team is pretty solid. I mean, as far as 10th in points on offense, 11th in yards, 4th in passing. Defensively, they're 6th. 7th in yards, 8th in passing, and 33rd in rush defense. I mean, I thought our defense was pretty solid, but we're like neck and neck right now. But here we go, the second round of the college football playoff, as we're going to have our first game this time with having the bye in the first round, and we're going to be playing against the Purdue Boilermakers. We have not played against them yet, and I am extremely excited to be able to play against them and see what our team is made of, as they have been solid on offense and defense this season. So we're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. And with this kickoff, we are underway here in New Orleans. For being such a young program, the fact that we have made the college football playoff for the second time in just as many seasons is quite fantastic. And that is a massive shot from Shelton Dennis. The 6'7" true freshman Shelton Dennis looking to have a big impact, as well as both sophomore defensive ends Mike Mayhew and Ryan Simmons also look to make an impact, as Dion Burks is going to burn us over the middle for 16 yards on the slant. Might have to see what else we can do against this defense as they have against this offense, because they have been playing quite well. That is a perfect pass. Both of our corners fell into each other, and it was a perfect pass to Blake. I think we'll try to mix it up a little bit and throw in a little bit of zone coverage. I was expecting it's probably going to be some sort of run or something, but it looks like that is going to be a great pass to Yassine, and he's going to pick up another 14 yards. Purdue is threatening in App State territory. We did not do a run commit, which is a perfect choice. I mean, a pass commit, because we still got the TFL from Shelton Dennis. We really need to shut down Devin Mockabee in this game, as he's had 1,200 yards rushing on this season, so he's been having a solid impact this year. And that is going to be almost intercepted from Jesse Billings. Great defense, as Hudson Card throws his first incompletion. I think we're going to pass commit this time, because Hudson is going to drop back. He's going to throw to the corner, and it's going to be a perfect pass over Jesse Billings' head, and Zion Steptoe gets the first points on the board for Purdue. Just a perfect pass from Hudson Card. So close. Jesse probably could have put his hands up, but he did not, and it's 7-0 Purdue. And now coming onto the field for the first time in this game is the Heisman winner Matt Smith, as he's going to lead us out on a drive, and we're going to gain a yard with Nate Noel. The dual rushing attack from Matt Smith and Nate Noel, both of them have had 1,000 yards on this season, have been playing very well. And it's going to be a good pass to Dalton Stroman, who's going to end up fumbling the football. It's a big fumble, and it's going to be picked up by Purdue. You cannot have that happen, Dalton Stroman. Unbelievable hit from the corner. It was a bad spin move, and Purdue is going to take over in threatening territory very early on to see what they can do. They're going to throw it, and it's almost intercepted by Ethan Johnson. App State has a tendency to get themselves in positions like this. They haven't really had anyone beat them because of it, but Jesse Billings almost drops it as well. Or he does drop it, almost gets a pick. Trying to pump up whatever neutral site crowds the Mountaineers have. And we'll see what they do, as they are going to throw to the corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted by Jesse Billings. He finally gets his hands on it, and he gets an interception, and it's coming back the other way. A huge clutch interception from the true freshman. That is exactly what you want to do on defense, is get the ball back for your offense after the turnover. What we really need to do is get Matt Smith involved in the action, and Nate Noel's going to get a great spin move, and he gets 18 yards on the read option. Just a fantastic move from the junior to get downfield. Most of the time, if they can get the run game going, this team is a whole nother animal to have to go against, as Matt Smith's going to rush for the first down. 1st and 10 situation. Going to just have a wide open Christian Horn, and he's going to take a big hit, but he's down to the 21 on a huge 30-yard pickup from Christian. App State definitely in a big situation here to try to get some points, and he's just going to run right into a brick wall, and there's nothing doing. It's a yard loss. 2nd down and 11 now. Going to just have to run with it, and Matt Smith's just going to go out of bounds for a gain of 9. Don't want to take any hits. Nate Noel has been doing well, and they're going to try to run with it, and he's just going to fall forward for 4 yards, and we pick up the first. 1st and goal. Going to just dump it off, and it's going to be incomplete. The pressure was intense. 2nd and goal. Going to try to run the ball up the middle with Nate Noel, and he's going to get 3. It is 3rd and goal. Matt Smith is going to run out to the side. Going to have a man, and it's incomplete. He threw it to the wrong person. We wanted to throw it to Dalton Stroman in the back of the end zone, and he threw that really bad. So it's going to be a chip shot field goal. It is up, and it is right down the middle, and it is 7-3. Purdue still in front. So after the field goal from App State, Purdue is back on offense to see what they can get, and it's just going to be nothing but a loss from Sheldon Dennis sniffing out that screenplay from the beginning. A huge play from the true freshman. His awareness is on another level right now. App State has generally been pretty decent at picking up those screenplays, and that is going to be a deep throw, and it is almost intercepted. He threw into the double coverage. That was a risky pass from Hudson Card. I don't really know what he saw there, but he really tried to do something. And they are just going to try to scramble with it, and he's going to, oh my goodness, he's going to pick up a huge amount of yards. He just ran right through 3 people and gets 29 yards on the broken play. That is one of those things that cannot happen if you are an App State defender. You cannot let a broken play get that many yards on you. And we'll see what happens then, as they're just going to throw it to the corner, and it's intercepted from Joe Dowdle, as another true freshman's going to get another pick on Hudson Card, as he just threw that into a blanketed receiver, and Joel Dowdle's going to get the nice catch. Matt Smith is still a little warm here. I wonder if they're going to try to go deep with it. They're just going to dump it off, and it hits Nate Noel in the face. There wasn't much to do on that last play because they saw there was a blitz, and it really made them have to think about it. And they're just going to dump it off as Matt Smith's going to take another hit. So 3rd and 10 situation. Perfect pass to Christian Horn, and he's going to go out of bounds for 17 and a first down. 1st and 10 as we are ticking down the clock in the first quarter. There's no gain there to Nate Noel. Going 5 wide for App State now. Going to basically just run with it with Matt Smith, as his speed is enough to get him 13 yards and a first down. Matt Smith is really having to use his legs so far in this game, as they are going to wait for it, and it's a perfect pass to Deshaun Davis, and he's going to pick up a first down and 39 yards as he's down to the 7. Deshaun Davis was able to find the soft spot in the zone coverage and sit in there for a huge gain to set them up. Bordeaux sending in one of their nickel corners here to be a little bit closer, and Nate Noel's going to try to power forward. He cannot get it. He gets it to the 1. It looks like they're going to try to go no huddle. They see something that they like. Don't know if it is going to work out for them with the same play or not, but we will see. And they're just going to walk straight into the end zone for the touchdown. And App State is going to go up 10-7 as they take the lead. The extra point is good, and App State has climbed their way back from the defensive interceptions from both true freshmen. So Hudson Card is coming back out on offense, now behind for the first time in this game, as they've been throwing some sketchy passes, and it's almost picked by Ethan Johnson. That would have been another huge play for this App State defense. The App State defenders are hungry looking for the ball in this one so far, as they are trying to do their best. They're just going to throw that one out of bounds as there is nobody open. App State is pretty much able to just pass commit here on about every play, as they know what is most likely going to be happening, as they're going to throw it, and it's a perfect throw from Hudson Card right over Brendan Harrington's head, as he threw a great touch pass to the fullback or running back or whoever that was. But they made an excellent diving catch. It was the halfback, but 45 is about the ugliest number for a halfback I've seen in a minute. Oh, I was not expecting that at all, as that is going to be a run, and it is going to be destroyed in the backfield from Ryan Simmons as he's making his presence known. Getting pretty close to the end of the first quarter here. Will they snap one more play? They do, just in time. And they're just going to dump that off to the running back, who's going to get a few and back to the original line of scrimmage. But at the end of one, it is 10-7 App State, as defense is making a big known name right now. So Hudson Card throwing 2 interceptions in the first quarter is something he definitely wants to forget, as they are going to have a great throw over the middle to Deion Burks, as he's going to destroy Ethan Johnson on the in route. It was really just a great timing throw from Hudson Card to be able to fit that pass in there on the in route, as they are going to throw another in route, and that one's going to he's going to get leveled by Shelton Dennis after the catch. But the in route is right now murdering the Mountaineers. 1st and 10 for them now, as we will see what happens. And it's going to get intercepted by Ethan Johnson. He's able to stay in bounds, but it's a perfect interception, as now 3 of the corners have had an interception in this game. It was a late throw on the comeback route, and Ethan Johnson is going to take advantage of it in a huge way. That is just a massive, massive turnover, as they are going to get a chance to score again on offense with Nate getting an 8-yard run. Trying to get Nate Noel ready for this game, and that is going to be a great blitz through the line, as they're going to get him in the backfield, Dominic Moon. 3rd down and 3 now. Going to throw it to Vince Daniel, and he's going to make a nice play and get a break a tackle and get 13 yards. 1st and 10 for App State. We'll see what happens, as they're going to just dump it off to Nate Noel, and he's going to get a nice little cut move and get 7. Try a little wildcat formation here, have Kanye Roberts run with it, as he gets to the outside, and he's not quite able to get the first, but he's able to get 2, and it's 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches, they're going to run with Matt Smith, and he's going to get a big gain, and he spins upfield for a huge pickup, and it's a 1st down, and they're across midfield. 1st and 10 situation now, as they had a guy open, but they're just going to have to throw that one out of bounds because we went to the wrong side of the field. Trying to get Dalton Stroman involved on this one. Going to be a throw, and it's caught. He's going to break a tackle too, and he gets a 9-yard gain. The last pass was a little bit on the weaker side, so we thought that it might get intercepted, but it did not. So that is fine. And Nate Noel is going to get a nice pickup to the outside, and he gets 9 yards on the run on 3rd and 1. Both Nate Noel and Matt Smith having a solid day, and it's a great find to Christian Horn over the middle, and they're down to the 6. A great pass from Matt Smith. He was able to recognize that the safety was staying too far back, and there was a cushion to throw over the middle. So down to the 7-yard line, Noel's going to run with it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. A good run call for the defense. Gonna try something a little bit trickier here as they can't, and he's just gonna have to jump that one off as the pressure was crazy. And it's gonna bring up third down. Third down and goal now. Gonna throw it to Caden Robinson. He's gonna make the catch, and it's a touchdown. But hold on. There's a flag. There's pass interference on Dalton Stroman. That's an interesting one. I want you guys to tell me right here what pass interference this was. This is Dalton Stroman's route on that last play. Where's the offensive pass interference? Because I don't see it. This man runs a drag. He literally runs a drag, and that's it. That was it. That was the whole thing. So third and goal after the horrendous play call. And I don't know what we're going to do is, oh, he just missed Caden Robinson on the throw on the run. That's unfortunate. Definitely had him open, and that might miss, actually. No, okay, we got it right down the middle. But that's unlucky that they only came away with 3. But they do press the lead up to 6 points now with a great defensive play from the Mountaineers. So can the Mountaineers defense continue to press their advantage? As that is going to be a great throw to you. Oh my goodness. He's breaking free to the outside, and he's going to get a huge 41-yard gain. As I don't know what half of the App State defense was doing on the right side of the field, as Milan Tucker was the only one who even attempted to make a tackle. Everyone else just stopped playing. So Purdue already with only one throw already threatening in a great situation, but that's going to be nothing happening as Brendan Harrington's going to put a stop to the run. So far, their running back has been getting 3 carries for negative 1.3 yard average. That is just not great. And they're going to just basically dump it off to get 3 yards to the running back, and Brendan Harrington will make the nice wrap tackle. We will expect the pass on 3rd and 7. See what they have for us. It's going to be a nice in route again, and that has been absolutely killing us today. As Hudson Card is going to break Aiden O'Connell's record for passing yards in a season. I don't know, kind of could have fooled me. Having 3 interceptions in the first half is not great for a quarterback to break a record, as they're going to throw that one out of bounds. But Hudson does somehow have 223 passing yards on offense with 2 minutes left in the half. I mean, that's kind of absurd, actually. That's going to be a good throw, and they're going to stretch fast enough to get the first down. Zion reaches his hand across. So it's 1st and goal. We're going to pinch the line. It looks like it could be a run, and it's a big hit from Shelton Dennis to hold him out. And we'll see what happens as they're going to really spread the line, and it's going to be a fantastic move from Mike Mayhew, who sheds the tackle and gets a TFL. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. Hold the line is what needs to happen here. And they are going to just run the ball wide open up the middle for Hudson Card, and they're going to take the lead. Just a great play call set up, as they haven't run with him at all today, and there was no spy set. Honestly, I don't even know with a spy if that would have really made a difference at all, as it was too close to the end zone. App State in a fantastic position here, as they will get the ball first to start the half as well. So they're in a spot to be able to get something done here. Fantastic throw and catch to Dalton Stroman as he's out of bounds for 33 yards on the post route. We'll see if this is man or zone coverage, as they are going to try to fit the ball in there, and it's a nice catch to Vince Daniel for 10. They are going to review it. We figured they were going to review it. We tried to just hike it fast and see if we could get through. Let's see if it is a catch or not. I don't know. It just kind of depends. The graphics aren't super great in this older game, so it's hard to see. Looks like the play on the field stands, which is huge. This seems to kind of give us a shot play, which is nice, but Matt Smith's just going to run with it and go out of bounds after the first down and a pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 for them again. They're going to be running with the ball and not going to have much room, so Matt Smith is going to take off and get 12. Didn't really want to chance that pick there. The safety was looming. So 1st and 10. Going to be running with it, and Matt Smith, is he going to be fast enough? He's going to get knocked down. Let's hope it's not an injury, and he is down. That is unfortunate. Let's hope this is not a bad injury, and we're just going to have to run the ball off with Ryan Berger, and he goes straight into the end zone for the touchdown, and App State is back on top. And we are going to be going for 2 points here. It seems like the move, and it is a run up the middle to Nate Noel, and we get the 2 points, and it's back to a 7-point game. So just a will return soon for Matt Smith with back spasms. That is fine. Just a little bit of a scare there, especially in the college football playoff, for having an injury like that. The game is just a little bit too close right now to be able to take him out of the game, but if we do get ahead by a couple scores, that will be something that will happen, as we will be not messing around with him and his health. But a good gain to Dion Burks for 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. We're under a minute left in this half. And they're going to have someone over the middle, and it's a huge catch, but he drops it. Shelton Dennis absolutely levels the receiver on the post. Shelton Dennis on that last play really did truly play about 3 players on it, which was fantastic. Are they going to pass or run the ball? Looks like some sort of play action, and it's almost intercepted by Ethan Johnson. He has 3 deflections in this game already. We're going to go with the safe man block on this punt just in case. We'll see what they do on 4th down and 1. They will punt the ball off, and Deshaun Davis will get a chance to return it, and he is going to get about 3. The question is, does App State just take it to the half, or what do they do? And right now, they're just going to throw that away. Don't take hits, Matt Smith. We cannot afford it. I think we're just going to run the ball to get out of this half, as Nate Noel is going to get a little gain of 5 yards. We're just going to hike this with about 1 second left, just in case. Gonna throw it, but he can't get it off. Unlucky. And we'll go to the half. 21-14. Is the score. Probably shouldn't have even snapped that to give an extra rep for Matt Smith to get hit, but it could have been a touchdown had he actually been able to get that off. So 1st and 10. So they're going to throw the ball quickly to Caden Robinson, who will get a nice little 5-yard gain. And it's 2nd down and 5 for App State, as they're just going to have to basically run with the quarterback and go out of bounds. He loses 2. Okay. It's kind of tough on those. You really feel like you gained yards, but you really didn't, apparently. And so we'll see what happens on the next possession here, as it is a wide open receiver and he missed him. Threw it out of bounds, and we're going to be punting. Good punt from Ryan Johnson, as that puts him inside the 20 to start this possession. We are going to pass commit, and a great diving deflection from Joel Dowdle, the true freshman. Just an excellent extension on that play. So we'll see what they do on 2nd down. They're going to do a little play action, and it's going to be intercepted by Jesse Billings. And that is a fantastic interception, his 2nd of the game, and the 4th interception thrown from Hudson Card. Now, if only App State can get some points here to start pushing the lead away. And Nate Noel's going to get a nice run, and he spins upfield for 14 yards, and that's going to be over 350 offensive yards. 1st and 10 now. That is a good throw to Eli Wilson, and the touch pass was perfect. A 20-yard bomb for Matt Smith, and they're up by 2 scores now. Right now, Hudson Card is making it look like the offensive coordinator is going to get fired for Purdue in this game, and they're going to just drop it off to the running back that's been the only consistent offense for them, and it's only 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for Purdue. They're going to drop back and fake the handoff. And they're going to try to throw it deep, and it's going to be complete, and it's going to be a broken tackle, and Zion Steptoe is going to be in for 70 yards and a touchdown. He barely had a step, if anything, and that was enough for a touchdown, as that was just a dot thrown over Jesse Billings. And with the extra point, it is 28-21, App State still in front. So after 2 very quick touchdowns in succession, it's going to be another shot for Matt Smith, as Eli Wilson's going to gain another 29 yards on a great corner route from the tight end, as he's up to 49 yards on 2 catches. 1st and 10 after the big pickup. They're going to motion Deshaun Davis over. He's going to find some space up the middle, and he's going to get a nice 11 or 10-yard gain and a 1st down. 1st and 10 for App State. Looks like it's a wide open receiver, and Eli Wilson's going to have another big gain, and it's a huge 35-yard touchdown for Matt Smith, and he's going to tie the record for 31 touchdowns passing, and he just broke the passing yards Also, for our Monty Edwards is no longer his, it's now Matt Smith's. He's going to take that game ball as a true freshman. So again, just trading blows back and forth between these two prolific offenses. What is going to be the next answer here? And that is a bad throw towards Ethan Johnson. The true question is, are both quarterbacks going to throw for 1,000 combined yards? I could see it happening with both of them already over 300 on the day. And they're going to run the ball to the running back, and he gets only about 2 and takes a big shot from the corner. This running back doesn't even have positive yards rushing yet on the game on 6 carries. 3rd down and 8. They're going to motion a receiver over to have trips on one side of the field, and it's going to get intercepted by Jesse Billings. His 3rd interception of the game, and he ties the school record for interceptions. The true freshman is going off today. Is Jesse Billings one of the greatest corners of this team's generation? Nate Noel's going to get a nice gain of 8. I mean, Ethan Johnson's been a good one. Stephen Jones Jr., if you're going back to year 1, was a decent one. But I mean, Jesse Billings has been excellent so far in just a few games that we've even had him. 3rd down and inches. Gonna run the ball off to Nate Noel, who's gonna break a tackle and get 4. 1st and 10. Going to be scrambling out with Matt Smith, and we'll just try to go out of bounds. We do not want to take a hit. A lot of times when we call this play, it's an immediate blitz, and that is gonna be a shot on Matt Smith as everybody and their mother got through the offensive line. Look at this. Look at how many people are in the backfield. 3rd and 17 now. Wide open Christian Horn, and he's going to get knocked down at the 2. Unlucky that we have to go for the field goal. We'll get the points, but you got to take the points when you can get them. We don't want to be swinging momentum, especially without a home crowd. But we are up by 17 points. So the big question, can Jesse Billings get a 4th interception? Can he break the school record? That is going to be a throw in his direction. I don't know why they're testing this man so much. But Hudson Card has already thrown the ball 35 times in this game in only the 3rd quarter. Gonna be a great throw to a wide open Blake Carrington. 1st and 10 after the 14-yard out route. They're gonna run the ball, and it's gonna be wide open up the middle. 15 yards on the longest run from Devin Mockabee. 1st and 10 now after the big run play. We're not gonna quite do a run commit, but that is gonna be a good tackle from Ronald Clark, only a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Have a QB spy this time, just in case, and they're gonna get a nice run up the middle for 10 yards. 1st and 10. They're gonna be faking it. Gonna throw it, and it's dropped. I don't know what it hit, but it hit somebody in the back. Gonna pass commit. We're pressing this time. Seeing what they do. It is a fake. It's a throw, and it is leveled. Oh my lord. He just put his receiver in danger. Ronald Clark just made that man sit down and take a break for a minute because he just got hit hard. 3rd down now. Gonna be throwing it, and it's dropped. The receiver couldn't hold on to it, and it's 4th down. Going for the field goal. We're gonna do some safe man just in case. We do not want to concede a touchdown. And the kick will be up, and it is barely good. I feel like their kicker does not have a leg. So 1st and 10 on offense now. Noel is gonna run with it, and he gets wrapped up for a 5-yard gain. I mean, Noel has really come alive here in the second half of this season, as he is going to have a nice stiff arm but get hit down for a gain of 7, but it's enough for the first. But Nate Noel is already up to 95 yards so far on the ground. Just going to throw that one away. We do not want to take a hit on the free rusher. 2nd down now. It looks like it's going to be a run with Matt Smith, and we're just going to slide down to avoid the contact, but it's enough for the first. 14-point game, seeing what App State can do to push the lead, and Nate Noel's going to get a gain. He's going to spin upfield and gets tackled down after 18 yards on the play as he busts it open on the triple option. We'll try to give him a little bit of a breather on 1st down. We're going to run with Caden Robinson. He's going to snake upfield and get 3. And at the end of the third quarter, it is 38-24 App State, and App State has the ball across midfield. 2nd down and 7. Nate Noel's going to get the carry towards the outside as he's got space, and he gets to shoestring tackle after 14. Nate Noel is continuing to have a great day. Do a little bit of read option game this time, as they're going to allow the quarterback to have a free time to go into the end zone, and he gets a touchdown. A 14-yard run from the quarterback, and we're up again. Everyone is cheering and hoping that Jesse Billings can end up getting another interception, as that's going to be a great little screenplay. And it is going to be a broken tackle, and he fumbles the football. It's picked up by Deshaun McKnight, who forced that fumble, but that is massive. Was it Deshaun McKnight, or Mike Mayhew forces the fumble? The amount of energy and grit and determination from Mike Mayhew. This man chased the running back down from behind for 30 yards downfield. That is the type of player that you want on your team as a defensive end. He literally never gives up on the play and gets rewarded fantastic for it, as Nate Noel is going to get another carry for 6. The Mountaineers are showing up right now, and that is just a great blitz call from the linebacker, and they're going to lose 3. 3rd down and 7. Gonna have a good throw, and it's caught. Caden Robinson's gonna get 23 yards, and he's pushed out of bounds on the nice C route. We tried to fool him with one of these screenplays again last time. Won't be able to do it, just throws it out of bounds. And it's 2nd down. I think we gotta pull that play out of our playbook for this one, as it's just not it. Gonna be a wide open Christian Horn for a touchdown. They've pulled the safety down on the play action, and we're able to burn him over the top for a nice touchdown to Christian Horn. And that is gonna do it. Taylor Lamb's record of 31 touchdowns passing has been broken, and the freshman Matt Smith is now your new school record leader. So on offense, history is being made today, and also defense history could potentially be being made, with one more interception from Jesse Billings being the only thing left, and a huge hit from Shelton Dennis is going to force another drop as they heard some footsteps coming. The Purdue receivers have been very afraid of being hit today and have been dropping a lot of passes because of it. Because this safety duo of Ronald Clark and Shelton Dennis has been a really formidable duo, and another dropped pass. On 3rd down today, they have been 6 for 10, 60% completion rate. So we'll see what happens. And that is a great throw over Milan Tucker's head. He just could not animate for it, and it's going to be a 1st down on the nice throw to the corner. So for Hudson Card in this offense, they need to get it going and need to score a touchdown about as fast as physically possible right now. And that is going to be thrown and almost intercepted by Ronald Clark as he saw that one coming all the way. 2nd down and 10. Going to pass commit again. See what they got, and it is going to be a good throw. I don't know how he fit that past Milan. Hudson Card almost up to 400 yards passing. We will see what he gets as they're going to just drop back and run with it. And he is, I don't even know what's happening, but he's just breaking tackle after tackle, and he's down for 37 yards. His, little wiggle move or whatever that was made so many defenders miss. He's so unelusive that he was elusive, and I don't even know what to say. You just always expect them to try to cut out field or make a move or do something to make you miss, and whenever they just stand still, it is really disorienting. They're gonna throw it, and it's a perfect pass past Joel Dowdle and a touchdown to Josh Smith, and they are slowly climbing back. As Hudson Card's gonna break the passing record. He beats Aiden O'Connell's 44 touchdowns, and now Hudson has 45. The amount of records being broken in this game are unbelievable. So they're going to be going for the onside, and Milan Tucker's going to get it and try to just hold on to it, and he does. We should pretty much be able to just throw on shoe clock, as Nate Noel is going to do some sort of random maneuver and get a few yards. So Ryan Berger is going to come out onto the field instead of Matt Smith, just so that Matt Smith doesn't have any injury designation, and Nate Noel is going to get a 2-yard loss. Ryan Berger is a more than capable backup, so we feel like we are in good hands here with him, as he is going to be wide open to Caden Robinson in the back of the end zone, and he gets the touchdown. A perfect throw from Ryan Berger. 40 yards on the first throw that he throws in the entire game. And it's wide open to Caden Robinson as he threw that as he's being hit. A dot to the back of the end zone. So Milan Tucker's going to sit for a little bit. He had a broken toe on the recovery on the onside kick. So he's just a will return soon, but we're just going to rest him up for the rest of the college football playoff since we have a decent lead. And Drew Bieber's going to get a nice 15-yard gain on the little crosser across the middle. That has definitely been the bread and butter of this offense today for Hudson Card. And we'll see what they do. Is they're going to throw that, and Jesse Billings couldn't make the interception, and Deion Burks is going to get 15 yards on the in route. There are so many yards in this game. App State over 600, Purdue over 500 yards in the game. Just so many in general, and that's an incomplete pass on the drop. But 49 pass plays is kind of ridiculous for Purdue right now, as they have just been airing it out all game long. Gonna throw it, and it's a perfect throw, and they beat him again with the same route. He has 128 yards. Yassine and Steptoe have been going off today for Hudson Card, really finding ways to get open, and that's going to be a great route from the Texas route as he torched Brendan Harrington. Now we're going to start getting involved with a little bit more press coverage, being a little bit closer to the goal line now, and that is going to be a tight window throw to the running back. 2nd down and 6 for Purdue. Can they score? Getting real close to the end of the game, and Joel Dowdle's going to get a nice TFL on the screen. 3rd down and 8. The throw, and it is perfect to Josh Smith for another touchdown. Threw that right, and I mean right, over Joel Dowdle's head. That couldn't have been more than 8 inches above Joel Dowdle's head. Christian Horn's going to get a chance to recover this one. 5 interceptions and 7 pass breakups is absurd. Now the question is, can we have a drive that just doesn't end in an immediate huge play? Good run from Nate Noel for 7. Got to try to just run this thing out. So I'll just be trying to run the rest of this thing out, and I will see you guys at the end of the game. So that will end it. 59-38 is the final score. We'll be moving on to play against the winner of Utah and Florida as we win the Chick-fil-A Bowl, and we're going to be moving on. It was just a completely dominant effort from our defense to be able to hold them down. I mean, they still scored 38 points, which was still a lot, but we were able to do enough defensively with the 5 interceptions and 7 pass deflections to be able to hold them down, so that we were able to score the amount of points that we did, because we were able to pretty much score at will on them, and that was what made the difference in the shootout. Matt Smith is going to be your player of the game, having his 4 total touchdowns. But again, on the day, 17 for 29, 338 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Matt Smith. Excellent day for him. And Ryan Berger, I've never seen a 766 QB rating before, but 1 for 140 yards and a touchdown was absurd. But Nate Noel, the man, the myth, the legend, 149 yards and a touchdown on 28 carries, really showed up big for us. And Matt Smith had 14 attempts for 91 yards, also having a solid day on the ground and adding a touchdown as well. All of our receivers really balled out. Christian Horn, 5 catches, 97 and a touchdown. Eli Wilson had a breakout game, 3 catches for 84 and 2 touchdowns. Caden Robinson, 3 catches, 68 yards and a touchdown. And Dalton Stroman having 60 yards as well. Great 4-headed monster there. Brendan Harrington, Ronald Clark, and Shelton Dennis all had 6 tackles. TFLs, Shelton Dennis having 2, no sacks on the day, but 5 interceptions, 3 of them being from the true freshman Jesse Billings, which is huge, and multiple deflections, 3 of them also being from Ethan Johnson and 2 for Jesse Billings. So after simming to the next week in our win over Purdue, we're advancing to the next round, and we will be playing against Florida as they demolished Utah 34-13 and move on to the next round. Georgia then on the other side beats Notre Dame 33-13 and moves on to play in the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State as they beat Penn State 31-13, as really none of those rounds were close at all. Multiple digit wins across all 4 of the teams moving on here. And we're down to the final 4 teams. So you're going to have to tell me who you think is going to make it all the way. App State, Florida, Georgia, or Ohio State. Who is going to be in the final 2? Gonna be a good matchup between the Gators and the Mountaineers. Florida is a 95 overall team up against this Appalachian State. And it's gonna be a tight one. I'm just guessing already, as Florida is a pretty high-powered offense. They have a solid defense as well. And both of these teams can put up a lot of points. And with that kickoff, we are off at the Capital One Orange Bowl here in Miami. Their D tackle number 88 is massive, I do have to add myself, as Nate Noel's going to get a nice run on the first play of the game for 8 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 2 for this Appalachian State team, as they are going to find a nice room to run for 7 yards on the gain. I had to look it up real quick. Their D tackle number 88 is 6'6". He's basically Shelton Dennis, but just 300 pounds and on the line of scrimmage, and that is just not what you want to see. As Matt Smith needs to get some space to run on the outside, and he's going to get 4. Trying to get some momentum here early. It's going to be a throw, and it's caught for Christian Horn for 20 yards over the middle in the nice little post. And it was a perfect throw over multiple jumping defenders on the line for Matt Smith. 1st and 10, then in enemy territory, and Nate Noel takes a huge hit from number 17, Scooby Williams. I have liked this play if we can actually get it off, but it does not look like we can. We're going to just try to run out of bounds, and Matt Smith will break a tackle and get 12. All this running time for Matt Smith has him kind of gassed. We'll see what we can do afterward. We'll just kind of run with it, see if we can get some blocking, and he's going to go out of bounds for another 13 yards. Matt Smith starting to get pretty tired as we're down 10 yards away from the end zone, and we'll just throw that one away. Don't want to take any hits with him as he's already kind of gassed. 2nd down and 10 then. And just gonna take a sack, and he is down, and we knew that was gonna happen if he took any sort of hit, and that's a massive man falling on him. The pressure is just so intense that he has to go through, and geez, another amount of pressure. They have everybody getting through. So just a strained pec for Matt Smith. It's a will return soon, and this has kind of been what we've been dealing with every week for the last 4 or 5 weeks in a row. But App State will make the field goal, and they go up 3-0. So we'll see what this new quarterback is, as there's no longer Graham Mertz anyway. The last time we played against them, that's who we had to face against. And now it's a whole new quarterback at Florida to see what they do. And they're just going to dump that off up the middle and get a huge 18-yard gain to Trevor Etienne, who was 2nd place in the Heisman. So this is going to be a proper matchup. Might be a little bit more of a run-heavy team than the Purdue offense we went against last time. And that's a good throw, and he's going to run all the way back and go out of bounds before the first. Aiden Mazzell makes a nice catch, though. I almost feel like it's one of those ones I want to put the spy on here just in case, because I really don't know what this quarterback is capable of. But he is going to take a decent hit there from Shelton Dennis, but we will get the 1st down. So 1st and 10 for Florida. Gonna motion over somebody. They're gonna throw, and it's somehow caught. Ronald Clark did not get a hand on it, and it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down for Florida. So Jack Miller III is really impressing so far on his first drive, as they are trying to get some yards here, and that's going to be a good wrap-up tackle from Shelton, as they'll gain 6, though. And that is going to be the new rushing record, as Emmitt Smith's record has been broken by Trevor Etienne. Looks like about all of the records are being broken in this game, which is kind of crazy. 2nd down and 4. They'll run the ball again, and it's going to be a stiff arm after stiff arm, and Trayon Webb gets 14 yards and a 1st. 1st and goal for Florida. Are they going to do some sort of run again? Nope, it is going to be a pass. They're going to throw it, and it is immediately taken down by Paul Pittman for a gain of 4. So 2nd down and goal, they're going to run it, and it's going to be a tackle for Ronald Clark. It's a 3rd and goal. The Karen White spy that we've all come to know and love is on the field, It's going to be a run, and it's wide open up the middle for Trevor Etienne, and he gets a touchdown. As the blocking was so good, it was the Red Sea out there. And the extra point is up, and it is good, and Florida's up 7-3. Kind of wonder if they can immediately go out here and do some little trickery play here. And they're going to run the ball, and Matt Smith is going to have a nice little pitch to Caden Robinson, who's going to make a man miss. And he's going to fight all the way downfield to the 40-yard line. A 35-yard gain for Caden Robinson on the triple option. An excellent play from Caden Robinson, but it really was made by Matt Smith. We don't want to have too many of those plays, considering that Matt Smith was kind of borderline injured earlier in the game, but Dalton Stroman's going to get a nice gain of 14 yards on the drag. So 1st and 10. Oh my goodness, a big hit on Nate Noel. Scooby Williams is making his presence felt at the middle linebacker spot. I mean, I guess with a name like Scooby, you better be pretty good. Gonna throw the ball, just dump it off to Nate Noel, and he's gonna gain a nice 8 yards on the completion. 3rd down and 3. Wide open, David Larkins, he gets the first, and he runs out of bounds. I almost thought he wasn't gonna make it. 1st and 10. Can Scooby Williams make another play again? Nate Noel's gonna stiff arm his way down for 9 yards on the carry. Trying to conservatively use Matt Smith. They're gonna take the read option, and he's gonna get in for the touchdown. Matt Smith puts him back up. So with the extra point, it is 10-7 App State over Florida. And why are they having NCAA painted on their chest? Those fans should not even be allowed into the game. If you go to a bowl game and you have the NCAA letters written on your chest, you don't get your ticket. I'm sorry to say it, but you should have at least a team name on there. So 1st and 10 for Florida again to see how they come back on this one. And it's going to be a good tackle from Shelton Dennis, but they will get 9. 2nd down and 1, and it's going to be a short little draw play, and he's going to get 3 more yards. As long as their run offense is not as annoying as whoever that other team we were playing was, I think it was Florida State, then I think I should be okay. And that is going to be a decent play over the middle to Marcus Burke for 17 yards and a 1st down. Jack Miller is showing out today. Has not thrown an incomplete pass yet. He's 5 for 5 on a perfect day so far. So at the end of 1, it is 10-7 App State. Big 2nd down and 3 here for Florida, as they're going to run with it, and they're going to get the first. It's another good gain from Trevor Etienne. 1st and 10 again, as they've been just basically running the ball on every single play, and another tackle from Shelton, the 7-yard gain for Etienne, and he gets up like nothing even happened. We'll try to press a little bit here just in case. It is a run play, and the press was worth it because Malone Tucker's going to get a TFL, and he's finally starting to get up a little slow. I mean, this man's had like 16 touches in a row. He should be tired at some point. 3rd and 4. Backup running back is in the game. Motioning over a receiver. We'll do a pass commit this time then, since we think that's what it is, and it's almost intercepted. It's dropped by Ethan Johnson and Brendan Harrington. We will see what their kicker has as he's aiming for the kick. It is up, and it is good. He hit that by about maybe a foot or 2 inside the left upright. So we'll probably see about trying to run some of this clock down, I believe. But we'll try to get a little bit of a run game, and we get 4 on the 1st down run. We definitely don't want to be complacent, though. We do absolutely want to score points as much as possible, if we can. Gonna throw it, and a perfect diving catch for Deshaun Davis as he scrambles out to his left, and Matt Smith was able to throw a dot. This has been one of the money plays so far for App State, as they are just going to run with it and still lose a yard somehow. 2nd down and 11 for App State. We'll see what they can do, as they're going to get a good run, and Matt Smith takes a decent hit. I don't like that at all as he gets up slow. Definitely putting everything on it in this game. Scooby Williams just phased through the center and gets the tackle. Really don't want to have to do the read option, but I feel like we're going to have to, as we're going to run with it and just slide down and get the first. That's all we want. Don't let him get hit. So first down, as we're now under 5 minutes in this game. Throws it to Caden Robinson, gets the first down, and I think the quarterback took a hit again. Pretty much every time we try to pass the ball, run the ball, it doesn't really matter. Matt Smith is gonna get hit somehow, and Nate Noel just got his bell rung from whatever slot corner was over there. Jeez. Second down and 8. Oh, wow, that was a very inaccurate pass to Sheldon Dennis, and he's gonna miss him. Third down and 8. Gonna scramble out of the pocket, throws a 180. He was running the wrong direction, and it's gonna be 4th down. We're gonna have to kick a field goal. 41 yards. The kick is up, and it is right down the middle, and App State's back up in front 13-10. Appalachian State really needs to be the last score of the half, considering that Florida will be getting the ball first to start the half. And a good run. Oh no. What is this dive tackle animation? And everyone's missing whenever they're a foot away, as he's going to get a huge run from whatever on earth was making them miss. Why are we aiming left? Oh, wow. I'm just going to spotlight him, I guess, for some reason. And that was probably the right call, but he's going to get his tackle broken anyway, and it's a 16-yard gain. Literally perfectly guesses correctly on exactly what receiver's getting the ball, and it still doesn't matter. So they're already for sure in field goal range, as I don't even know what to do anymore. We just want to hand off and make sure that they know that the running back is getting the ball every single play. I think it's worth blitzing. I think we're going to send them, just in case. But it doesn't really matter, as it's a perfect play call. We blitzed everybody on the whole team, and they still get 15. And they're going to run some sort of option play, and it is pretty much wide open. Somehow gets the tackle before the goal line. We'll see what happens on the next play, and Ronald Clark's going to shoot the gap, and they're going to get a 3-yard TFL. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. Going to throw to the end zone, and it's wide open to the tight end. Oh my goodness, why was he so open? So with the extra point, Florida's back up on top 17-13. So 1st and 10 now, as they have an open receiver, and it's gonna get dropped. Christian Horn drops it. He didn't have enough arm strength. He was wide open. They knew if they threw a bullet pass, it was not going to work out in their favor. And they're just going to have to throw it on the run, and it's nothing happening. 3rd down and 10. Are they blitzing? They throw it to Dalton Stroman. He holds on perfectly. And they're going to start the no huddle. Really just the same play again. There's really no other good plays on this formation for us. And gonna have an open receiver, and it's caught for Caden Robinson for 20 yards, and they're out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes now in the half. App State trying to score some points, but not drain too much off the clock. Caden Robinson's gonna gain 9 yards on the drag. 2nd down and 1. Throws it over the middle. Dalton Stroman makes a nice catch, and it's 1st and goal. Gonna try to run some of this clock down, just in case. And we'll get a 3-yard gain up the middle on the halfback dive to Nate. 2nd down and goal. Throws it to Christian Horn over the middle, and he makes the catch for the touchdown. A perfect pass from Matt Smith. And App State is back up in front. Just going to go for the extra point. It is up, and it is good, and it is 20-17. That was really an excellent drive from Appalachian State to be able to put themselves in a position to be able to head into the half with the lead. That is a great run from Trevor Etienne, just bowling people over. So a timeout is called by Florida. We can assume there are passing now from the rest of this drive. It's going to be a throw over the middle, and they will get a catch and call another timeout. There's 15 seconds left. Probably a good 10 to 15 yards away from being in field goal range. We'll see what they have in store. as they're going to just dump it off and get a few yards, and they're just going to have to go back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're going to try to spike it or play the down. They actually looks like they're going to play the down, but they're letting the clock go down. So they're letting the clock practically expire, and it's going to get intercepted by Brendan Harrington. And that is going to be a good play for Brendan Harrington to get some momentum and motivation back into the half, as they're going to come away empty on the last possession. So 20-17 at the half, App State up. So they're probably going to go back to running the ball in their first drive of the half. We'll see what they do. It is going to be a throw when he gets sandwiched between Jesse Billings and Shelton Dennis as it's incomplete. One of those plays that very easily could have went another direction. And it is going to be caught by Burke, and he's going to bowl his way forward, Burke, for 14 yards. Going 5 wide, we sometimes know what this means, that it would be a QB draw. It is a QB draw. We had a spy set, and he's going to get hit decently hard, but he gets 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. What does Florida have in store? They're going to drop back to pass. They're going to get sacked. Deshaun McKnight coming in with his 19th sack of the season, setting this record so high that no one's going to be able to win it. The sack on 2nd down was very big, bringing up a 3rd down situation, as they're going to dump it off to the running back, and Trevor's going to drop it, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This could be one of the turning tides of the game if App State is able to put together a drive and put some points on the board, as they are only up by 3 points. Deshaun's going to get a chance to return, and there is a flag. It's probably going to be holding or clipping on somebody. There is holding. It is on Milan Tucker, so we're going back to our own 20. So 1st and 10, gonna throw it to a wide open Eli Wilson, and he's gonna stiff arm his way down to the 45, as we just eclipsed 4,000 passing yards on the season, as Eli Wilson was really wide open on that corner route. Matt Smith is basically on fire right now from how good he's playing. Another huge hit from Scooby Williams. Nobody can stop this man. He has 4 TFLs at just into the second half. 2nd down now and 11. Gonna try to run with it, as nobody was there to do anything for him, so he'll just take it himself. Within field goal range, but they would really like to score a touchdown instead. Nate Noel gets a nice gain up the middle for 14 yards, and a huge play from Nate Noel. Second half, Nate Noel has really come alive for this App State team, as he has been helping tremendously to be able to win these games. 2nd down and 6. Gonna throw the ball to Caden Robinson. Unfortunately, it was a bad throw, so it's gonna be 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2. Gonna have an open pass to Eli Wilson, who messes up and gets tackled before the line of scrimmage. Why are we running backward? The offensive coordinator wants us to go for it. They're going to throw it to Eli Wilson, who's going to stiff arm his way into the end zone and take the touchdown, as Eli Wilson has been insane in the playoffs for us, as he gets another touchdown under his belt, and Matt Smith leads an excellent drive after the punt from Florida. And App State is going to get a 10-point cushion. 8 plays, 87 yards, and a touchdown for Eli Wilson. So Florida is now in a situation where they really need to score some points, as they are down 10 points now, heading halfway through the 3rd quarter. Trevor Etienne already up to 94 yards on the day for him. He is heading closer and closer to 100 yards. As they're going to run the ball again, and it is going to be another nice run for him, and he gets 8, and that's going to be 100. Just averaging ridiculous 7.5 yards per carry. I mean, that is free real estate all day long. You might as well just run every single play, and that's going to be a good tackle from Ryan Simmons. He's getting up slow again. I mean, he pretty much better be getting up slow. I mean, this man's been, every single time he's in on the play, he's getting the ball. Like, that is what happens. And it's going to be deflected. Good job, Ethan Johnson. 3rd and 9. Big defensive play. It's gonna be a complete catch to Burke, and they're not gonna get anything. On the wide receiver screen, Ethan Johnson was there to hold him out. So kind of an odd play call for Florida. And they're gonna have to punt that one away, already down 10 points. As Deshaun Davis will get another chance to return, and he doesn't get much. So 1st and 10 for App State. We'll see what they do on the next possession. Matt Smith will get 3 yards, and that'll be about it. 2nd down now. Gonna throw it over the middle to Caden Robinson, who's going to fumble the football! And it's gonna be picked up by Florida in enemy territory. Caden Robinson got popped by Scooby Williams of all people, and it's going to be a fumble. He is a difference maker on this defense, as he is just single-handedly doing it. And Scooby Williams is down, and he is not getting up. That is going to be a very, very big injury for Florida, as he has been a one-man wrecking crew for them. And of all times, even the time that he gets injured was still the time that he forces a fumble. So we don't hope the worst for him, but we do kind of hope that he's out for the rest of the game, but that it's not at least a long-term injury. Good tackle from Ethan Johnson, as it's going to be a loss, and it's 3rd and 7. It is 3rd and 7. Gonna pass commit this time. See what they do. They motion a player over to the right side of the field. Gonna be almost intercepted by Jesse Billings. They tried another screen pass. The field goal formation is on. We'll see if he has the leg for this one. It's gonna be a decently far kick. He's got absolutely insane kick power, and that was not even close to being short. 11 weeks with a broken tailbone for Scooby Williams. That's a massive loss for this Florida defense. And so we'll see what happens, and they're just going to have to run with Matt Smith as he takes a little hit out of bounds, but it's a gain of 7. So unfortunate for him with that injury, but it's kind of nice for us to not have to worry about that man anymore on defense, as we're going to get a 10-yard gain up the middle. Is that going to enable the Mountaineers to be able to run up the middle? It might, and that is not anything doing there. They still gain 1, though, somehow. Trying to really just run some of this clock out. That one could get picked. Oh, it was a bad throw. He put way too much air under it, and it's 3rd and 9. So 3rd down and 9. We'll see what happens. And that is going to be a throw, and it's caught for Caden Robinson. A dot from Matt Smith to throw that to the outside shoulder where only Caden could get it. That is an absolute fantastic throw from Matt Smith. He waited just long enough for the corner to start breaking on his route and throwing that to the outside. Great throw. As we're going to let the 3rd quarter end, it's 27-20. App State is up, and we have the ball on their side of the field. It's time for us to put them away. Can we do it? So the clutch skill is now activated for Florida, as that is not a great sign. And we're going to get 2 yards on the run with Nate Noel. Really just want that clock to be moving is what we want right now. Going to not really have much of anything open, but Matt Smith has a lot of space, and he somehow gets hit instead of sliding. But he gets 20 yards on the run, as they just did not account for him. Trying to shorten the game, and Noel is going to fall forward for 2. Pretty much everybody is crowded onto the left side of the line, which should be okay for us if we're able to hold those blocks. We'll see what happens as we're going to try to cut off field, and he gets a few, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to play smart ball and drain clock. Wide open up the middle for Nate Noel, and they're going to extend the lead to 2 touchdowns after that one from Nate Noel. So the extra point is up, and it is good, and it is a 14-point lead for App State with just under 6 left in the 4th. Looks like we are definitely in some sort of wildcat formation for them. And it is going to be a nice run, and that could be wide open for a touchdown. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him. Jesse Billings is the only one who has a chance, and he's going to break the tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's in for a 75-yard touchdown. Jeez, one play is all that it took for Trayvon Webb to just go all the way to the end zone, and there was nothing App State could do about it. So after the one-play 75-yard touchdown run, it's now time for App State to do something else here on offense. And Nate Noel is going to get a nice 10-yard run. Excel clock has been turned on. We will see how that does for us, as we're going to try to be running some clock out. Nate Noel is going to get a nice run to the side, and he picks up a huge 15-yard gain, and we're on for another first down. Another 10 yards is needed, and that is all to be in field goal range for Michael Hughes, as he has been clutch in multiple games previously. And they're going to get a nice 6-yard gain, and Nate Noel is inching closer to his 100-yard gain. Under 4 minutes on the clock. Nate Noel is going to get a carry. He fights for it and gets past the first, and we're over 200 yards on the ground today. 1st and 10 for App State. Gonna take a big hit, but he only gains 1. Should be in field goal range. Just want to stay pretty straight on here to make it easy for Matt. And he's going to get stuck on his own offensive lineman and brings up 3rd down. So here we go. It is 3rd and 10. Gonna be dropping back. Looks like he has a man, and he's going to hit Dalton Stroman with a perfect throw over the middle. And it's going to be a 1st down and a timeout called for Florida. That one could really be the backbreaker from the throw to Dalton Stroman. They're going to run up the middle and get 2 as the 2nd timeout is called from Florida. A 1st down is all that App State needs to end this game, and they are going to get thrown down after a gain of 1. So the last timeout from Florida has been called, and this is it. All the marbles and a great play from the defensive end. Tyreek Sapp putting an end to the drive immediately. They're gonna drain some clock down. The kick is up, and it is good. And that's another season record tied for field goals made in a season for Michael Hughes at 31. And there's a minute left. Our score at the kickoff is 37-27 App State. With only a minute left and no timeouts for Florida, it's going to be quite a challenge. It's really do or die time now. Florida's going to have to throw the ball. And that is not what they've been doing well so far this season. Again, well, not this season, but this game. And it's going to be a deflection and incomplete. We just got word in that Georgia has won their game against Ohio State. So it will be most likely a rematch. And Shelton Dennis is going to get a huge pick. And that's going to seal it. As the true freshman's going to do what he needs to do to end this game. But that is going to do it. 37-27 App State. Your Mountaineers are going back to the Natty again for the 2nd time in a row. Can they two-peat? So just all in all, a really, really good game across the board offensively and defensively for us against Florida. Yeah, we allowed 27 points, but they are a 95 overall team and have a really, really good run game. But we really made the stops we needed to when we had to, and we were able to come away with that win. So super proud of our guys, and we'll see if we can do one more win here to take us home the trophy. But Matt Smith was 18 for 24, 267, 2 touchdowns, 75% completion percentage, and no picks. Nate Noel had 26 rushes for $105 and a touchdown, when Matt Smith also added 65 yards and a TD on the ground. Caden Robinson having 84 yards on 6 catches, Dalton Stroman 73 on 4, and Eli Wilson continuing the streak with another touchdown and 50 yards receiving. And Christian Horn also had 25 yards receiving and a touchdown. 9 tackles was the leading tackler for our team in Shelton Dennis. Ethan Johnson had the most TFLs, which was kind of interesting. Sacks, Deshaun McKnight had 1. We had a handful of interceptions, 1 from Brendan and 1 from Shelton, and a handful of deflections as well. Like we said, Georgia did beat Ohio State 31-28, and in Glendale, Arizona, we're going to be playing the national championship game between your Appalachian State Mountaineers at 15-0 and the Georgia Bulldogs at 13-1. Will Georgia get their revenge on us for winning last year against them, or will we continue to win and get the 2nd in a row national championship? But that is going to end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, make sure to hit the sub button so you can see what happens next week when we take on Georgia for the championship. But until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.